welcome back to the Jacked Racing YouTube channel. Once again, welcome back to the shop. One of these times, I really hope we can say welcome back to some racetrack, but for now, we're dealing with what we got. The Florida weather has not been cooperating at all. It is the rainy season here, so I guess that kind of makes sense, but still, it's really unfortunate we haven't been able to race in a long time, but we are trying again this weekend. We're getting ready to go to Auburndale Speedway in a couple of days here. It's Tuesday right now while I'm filming this. I'm about to go in and for like the fourth time without getting to race, switch that rear end gear. That's like the worst part about these things, is not having that quick change rear end. So we basically have to just keep doing these center section changes all the time. They're just not fun to do. They make a mess. The center sections are heavy, and yeah, it's just not fun. It takes a lot of time up, but that's okay. If that's the worst thing about racing one of these, then that's something we can deal with. So Dad's gone, unfortunately. He went back to Colorado, so I'm here all by myself. I'm going to have Betsy run the jack for me here in a little bit. We're going to see how she does. She's never helped me do this before, and I've never done it by myself, so cross your fingers for us. Hopefully this goes well. We can get it done. If it rains out this time, we're going to be okay, though, because the next race after this is going to be at Citrus, and we can use that quarter-mile gear again there, too. So hopefully this one's not going to be for nothing. We can at least get some laps out on the track and get things figured out. Once we get this in, I do need to break that gear in. If you remember a couple weeks ago, we put a new gear set in this. So if they're still light and I get this done in a decent time that we're not going to make all the neighbors mad, we're going to maybe try and take it out on the street and run it up and down a couple of times. No promises. Well, I got everything draining here. If you've done this before, you know this stuff does not smell good at all. This is the part that just makes a mess. Taking it out makes even more of a mess because the fluid you didn't get out finds its way out. And you don't have a drain pan down there usually because the jack's in the way. But, yep, this stuff stinks and gets all over your clothes and everything. The things we do to go fast. Okay, well, we got the old one out without too much struggle. Now we're going to put the new one in. This is the hard part. This is where you really need to cross your fingers and hope this goes well for us. I think we can do it, though. I have full confidence in this amateur operation that we can pull this off. Let's go. Honestly, that went way better than I thought it was going to. Take a look at this. It's still light out. I was really a little worried that was going to be a really painful process, and that was the easiest I've ever had doing that. I know Dad's watching this. He's probably not going to believe I did it that easy, but I did. I got lucky. I don't know if I could do it again that smooth. We literally just picked it up and it slid right on. Usually you kind of have to fuss around with it a little bit, but I'll take a win whenever we can get one. So I've got the drive shaft back on. I've got it full of fluid. I set the truck down here to get ready to maybe take it on a drive, and I don't know if you can see this, but it looks like it's leaning really far to the right, and that was kind of concerning for a second because I know we like to, you know, have it a little bit to the left, but used my brain and realized there was probably a flat tire, and sure enough there is. So I'm going to get all this stuff put back together real fast, get this thing all cleaned off, get some air in that tire, and then I think we're going to go do a little bit of testing. We got to break that chunk in, so no better time to do it than now. The sun's still out, the neighbors can't get that mad. This is also the first time I've started the truck up on the camera with the new exhaust, so you guys can hear what that sounds like too. I think it sounds a lot better than it used to. Now, before any of you smart guys out there say anything about me driving this on a street, I'm not even lying. This is a private road that we live on here, so there's nothing illegal about this. That's a perk of living where we have the shop here. You can pretty much do whatever you want. The neighbor right across the street there left a fat burnout going halfway up the street here, so if he can do that, I can do this. Ruby, look out. It's gonna be loud, buddy. right, so it went well. I didn't feel any vibrations. It shifted smooth after we put that new pilot bearing in. I didn't feel any, chuttering or anything coming from the rear end, so hopefully that was enough to get some heat in it. We went up and down a couple times, got on the throttle a little bit. Hopefully that'll help break that gear in. Got really smoky because of the new headers, but every time you put new exhaust in, that's probably going to happen. But yeah, if it drives like that on Saturday night, I think we're in good shape. So now all that's left to do is scale it. We got to get the quarter-mile setup back in it. I'm not going to do that tonight, but that's a pretty easy thing I can do before the race on Saturday. We can just scale it, load it, and go. So all in all, I'm actually pretty impressed with how everything went today. It was pretty smooth, all things considered. I'm glad we learned how to do that. That's one of my favorite things about having this truck. I know we've had to rebuild a lot. We've had some kind of bad luck, broken things, this and that. But I've learned so much with this truck that all the struggle is pretty much worth it, because I'm learning how to do a bunch of things. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to learn and have fun, and we're doing that. So it's all good here. This is a quick video. I know there's not a whole lot of stuff going on, but I just wanted to film a quick update here, let you know we're getting ready to go to Auburndale Speedway. And then in 2 weeks we'll be at Citrus from there. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to see all the racing action.